this is Rick Casells from exercisesforinjuries.com. I got a question that ended up coming through customer support when it came to bench press and wrist pain. And what it specifically was what to do if you get wrist pain when bench pressing. And there's 3 things that I recommend that you end up doing. And the first one ends up being starting off with some wrist mobility exercises. And I'll get Orsi to demonstrate them. There's 3 of them. So you end up starting off with circles, so wrist circles, starting off with small circles and moving to larger circles. And you're going clockwise and counterclockwise with the mobility exercises in the wrist. The second mobility exercise is just going through flexion extension, so forward and back with the wrist, which is the position that the bench press ends up putting the wrist in. And then the third one ends up being just moving that wrist up and down, going through about 5 repetitions. So now we've kind of loosened up that wrist and all the ranges of motion that'll end up being. And the more that we end up having it loosen, the more that that wrist can move into a better position when you're doing the bench press. Now the second thing that you can end up doing is stretching out the forearms. And I end up doing 2 different stretches when it comes to the forearm. So the first one, the arm is straight and bringing that wrist back, and then you're stretching out that forearm area. And when it comes to stretching, I end up going 20-second hold and going through it twice and looking for a light stretch. Then the next stretch, you're bending at the elbow, and then you're bringing that wrist back and you're stretching out the forearm. I find you end up targeting the forearm muscles differently with that elbow straight and with that elbow bent. And then the third thing that you can end up doing with wrist pain and the bench press ends up being swapping out the regular bench press with the bar and swapping it out with a dumbbell bench press. So with the dumbbells, it allows your wrists to end up moving into a better position, and there ends up being less stress on that wrist. So there you go. If you get wrist pain when doing the bench press, give those 3 things a go. Work on the mobility in your wrist, work on stretching out the forearms, and swap out the regular bar bench press with a dumbbell bench press. So this is Rick Casells from exercisesforinjuries.com. Make sure to swing by exercisesforinjuries.com. Enter in your injury or pain. There's a good chance they have an article, video, or an interview that'll help you overcome your injury or pain. Secondly, if you're watching this on YouTube, head up above, hit subscribe. What that'll do is every couple days you'll get a video like this where I end up talking about overcoming injury or pain. Thirdly, head down below, hit like, and leave me a question or comment. So this is Rick Casells from exercisesforinjuries.com saying take care and bye-bye.